What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Bo knows. All right, today we're gonna go over some questions on the pipeline video that I posted. Just one of the main video that's got the most views. I got a lot of people asking a lot of questions on there and a lot of comments, so I figured the best way for me to go over them is to just answer the questions the best to my knowledge and my ability. A lot of y'all know I was on pipeline for a year and a half, 2 years. I'm not the most well-versed on pipeline, but I do know the ins and outs of it pretty well. And I have a lot of people that ask a lot of questions. So we're gonna try to keep these videos down to, 10, 15 minutes. If I have to do a series of them, that's fine. Y'all let me know. Is this something that y'all like to see where I answer y'all's questions? If so, we can do this. It's no big deal to me. I don't mind answering questions. So we'll start off with the first question. All right, this is from Tommy Nguyen. I can't pronounce it. He says, people are harping on the younger generations for not wanting to do this. You don't see the nuance in this kind of work. I don't want to damage my body to make a comfortable living. I want to ensure my longevity by doing work that is safe and pays well. Also, I don't want to live my life working under someone who forces me to work ridiculous hours. Okay, Tommy, the easiest way for me to put this, nobody's harping the younger generations for not wanting to do this. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Nobody's going to force you to. Nobody's going to beg you to. Working on the pipeline, is a run and gun type job. It's something you can hop on real quick and start making money right away. And it's something you can get run off for. You can get your ass sent back home if you're a little crybaby. Which I'm not saying you are, Tommy, but you kind of are, but whatever. You don't want to damage your body to make a comfortable living? Well, then go get you a college education. Become a doctor, a lawyer, something like that, an engineer. Do something to where you don't have to do manual labor. More power to you, man. You want to ensure your longevity by doing work safe and pays well? Fine, man. Have at it. It ain't for you. Pipeline is not for you. Even though pipeline is not as physically demanding as people seem to think it is, when you first start off, yeah, you're going to do some physical work. Big deal. I mean, who doesn't start off at some job in life to where you're going to do some physical work? So nobody's going to force you to do anything. Nobody's forcing you to work ridiculous hours. That's the great thing about living in America. If you don't like something, you move on to the next thing. Nobody forces you to keep doing anything unless you're in the military or prison. Those two things, you sign up for one and you kind of do what you're told. The other one, you did something to get yourself there and you do what you're told. So other than that, it's all on you. Appreciate it, Tommy. All right, next one is Joshua Ziegler. Man, this is what I'm doing when I get out of the Navy. That's for damn sure. Joshua, there's nothing wrong with that, man. Good plan. I'm a serviceman myself, a veteran. I wish I would have started doing, pipeline oil field work when I was younger, but I didn't start till my late 30s. So if you're getting out of the Navy, you got a good solid base, man. I don't know how long you've been in the Navy or how old you are, but you have you're used to structure, you're used to discipline, you're used to hard work. You're definitely used to not making shit for money as far as being in the service. Be prepared to be making, twice as much as you are in there, just starting off on the pipeline. So good luck, man. Hope it all works out. All right, now we have King with 2 eyes. Yeah, it's easy to get in, but who's really willing to leave their family for a high-paying company? It's probably going to be the guy who has no family and nothing going for him in life and needs a boost. 4 out of 75 men will do the job. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you're willing to sacrifice everything, go for it. All right, King. Do you have to leave your family? You don't have to. A lot of people bring their families with them, but 70-80% of pipeline, yes, does leave their family at home to go work. It is a sacrifice, and it's one they pay you well for. You know, it's all about where your heart is, where your mind is, and how strong of a woman you have at home if you have a wife, and how strong your heart and your mind is dealing with being away from your wife and children. It's not easy for a family man, not at all. I can tell you that firsthand. You know, I've quit jobs midway through a job because it was just too much for me. I was going through tough times at home, and being 12 hours away just wasn't working out, so I had to leave to mend my family. So don't be afraid. You know, if you're not locked into this, man. If you want to go out there and work for a little while, see how you like it, put in a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. If you decide this is where you want to be, keep doing it. If not, you pack your shit up and go home. No hard feelings. Nobody's going to beg you to stay. You know, nobody's going to chastise you for it. They're used to the high turnover rate on pipeline because of people that just sometimes have shit pop up and have to go. Not saying you're not going to burn a bridge. I've burned a bridge or two by leaving jobs. You know, even with good friends that have hired me on, and I've left them midway through a job for personal issues. Would they hire me again? It's iffy. I mean, it's kind of up in the air about that. But and it says on here, 4 out of 75 men will do the job. Man, it's not. This ain't the Navy SEALs, man. You're not going through BUD/S training. You know, this is simple work, man. It's really not hard. You just got to listen. Yes, sir. No, sir. Do what you're told. Get the job done. Be prepared for some long hours and some time away from home. And if you can do that, anybody can do it. You got to be fairly physically in shape. You can't go out there, you know, just a big fat ass, can barely hold your own weight up. You know, you got to be fairly physically fit. You don't have to be a top Olympian athlete. Matter of fact, I don't know any of them out there that are. But, and it says if you're willing to sacrifice everything, go for it. No. Like I said, you're not getting deployed overseas in the military and being away from your family for a year or more. That is sacrificing everything to do what you signed up to do. Here, it's nothing like that. So, appreciate your question, King. All right, we got Kino Luciano. Parental advisory, explicit content. There we go. This company paid for this as advertising, LOL, then paid YouTube for it to be recommended to the lower society. Laugh, smart. Well, Kino, I wish that were the case. I wish the company was paying me on my lunch break to make a video, even though I didn't even mention the company I was working for in the video. You know, at the time, I've worked for 4 different companies since then, so it isn't like I was just stuck with that company. No, they had no idea I was making the video, and I had no idea it would start creeping up on 2 million views. I was just on lunch break making a video. So, and you can't pay YouTube to be on the recommended. If that was the case, I'd pay for every one of my videos because the videos make money. You know, for example, this video, 1.6, 1.7 million, whatever the video was that I'm pulling these questions from, that made me about $5,000. So if I could pay $1,000, $2,000 to get a video and recommend it, I would. It's not how it works on YouTube. Wish it did. It's all analytics. If that were the case, no small channel would be able to compete with big channels because they would just pay for their videos to be up top. It's all in their analytics, man. It's all a big algorithm. Nothing we can do. It just sometimes it happens. All right, we got Ronnie Nichols. This guy is America. Right on, bro. Keep grinding. Ronnie, appreciate it. You know, I like to think of myself, I'm part of what is great about America, and I'm part of what is bad about America. Mainly because I have had a troubled past. You know, But that's the good thing about America. You can have a troubled past and still redeem yourself and build yourself into a good man and build a good life for your family. Although it does follow you, your past, you can do something with yourself. So appreciate it, Ronnie. Thanks for tuning in. All right, we have Just a Guy. Okay, I gotcha. Do they need loader operators out there? Just a Guy, I assume you mean front end loaders. We don't use front end loaders directly on pipeline. I've never seen one out there. There's no need for one. Mainly the equipment we run on the pipeline, as far as out there on the road, the right of way, ROW, where the actual work's being done, it's going to be excavators, which are track hoes. You got the dozers. You got side booms, Maruka buggies, the welding buggies that come out sometimes. But that's mainly most of the equipment. Front end loaders, I have used front end loaders, but they've all been at loading jobs like the sand plant, or moving dirt, stuff like that. It's just not where I'm at in pipeline. Appreciate it. All right, we got Florida boy. I'm 21 with no kids and a certified welder. I need to get on the pipeline, LOL. Florida boy, I don't know if that's you. I don't know if you're 4 years old. You're a little young for pipeline. You say you're 21 with no kids. I don't know whose kid that is. It's kind of weird. But yeah, that's the ideal candidate for pipeline work. The only thing is, most people that are 21 and certified in something, they're usually pretty cocky about it, and they don't want to start from the bottom. You have to realize, if you want to be a welder on the pipeline, you see those guys, with the $100,000 trucks, making $5,000 a week out there on pipeline. They put in their time and work to get to that point. Everybody on the welding side has started as a welder's helper. I don't care if you're Jesse James. I don't care if you're the best welder in the United States. It doesn't matter. You have to start at the bottom. You can't hop on and be a pipeline welder without being a helper at first, because you have to learn the ways of the pipeline. But you being 21 with no kids and certified welder, if your mind frame is right and you're a yes sir, no sir type guy, not a know-it-all, you will succeed very fast, and you will move up to be a welder within a year. So that's where you need to be, Florida boy. If you're really dedicated to wanting to be a pipeline welder, find you a welder's helper's job, and you'll move up in no time. All right, we got Andrew Kamen. I guess I'm pronouncing that right, Kamen. Imagine if we got candid selfie videos from people in every industry casually explaining how they really function and how you can get started in them. Man, I think it's awesome. I don't see why there's not more people that do it. I guess they see it. I thought it was just kind of pointless. I didn't think it would get the views that it did. I certainly didn't think it would get, almost 2 million views on one video of me just doing what I'm doing right now, sitting in my truck talking. I'm not the prettiest man out there. I'm not the most well-spoken. I'm not the most educated, and I certainly do not have the most experience to be talking about pipeline work. But people like listening to my voice for some reason. I don't know why, but here I am. But yeah, I agree. I think that every career path out there, and they probably do, if you wanted to be a landscaper, or you wanted to be a plumber, an electrician, or an attorney. I mean, I'm sure you can look it up on YouTube, and there's probably somebody talking about it. But with me, I don't edit my videos, like for this video, I do I take, a 30-second clip or a 1-minute clip, stop it, start it again, because I have to turn my camera around to look at the screen. I'm not a good editor, so I don't know how to add it down at the bottom with the with the picture that pops up about the questions being asked. I don't know how to do the links here, and here. I don't know how to sell t-shirts right in the middle of the screen. I don't know how to place extra ads. Man, I'm not here for that, man. I'm just here to talk and make a few bucks off of it. Big deal if I do, big deal if I don't. But yeah, I agree, Andrew. I think every industry should have a very candid selfie video, as you put it. Unedited, raw video, man. Appreciate it, Andrew. Tyler Durden. This is something that was said many times on there. I just happened to pick you as a screenshot. Me and background checks don't get along. Your printer better be full of paper. Quoted from me. LMAO. Thanks for the info, brother. Yes, Tyler. I do have a background. In my 20s, I got in quite a bit of trouble. I did 6 years in prison in my 20s. 3 different times. So 6 years total for doing dumb stuff. And I paid my debt to society, and I've been, prison free for 10 years now. I feel like I've done pretty well with it, and I've started a family. I have 2 kids and 1 on the way, and a beautiful, amazing wife. I have my own home. I've got, 4 vehicles. I've got a toy. I've got a good job doing something that I learned how to do with my own 2 hands with no help from anybody else. But that's the good thing about the pipeline. They don't judge based on background unless you're like a sexual predator or something like that. But yeah, every job I had, they run a background check and they do, urinalysis and drug tests and all that. They don't care, man. I mean, we have to have a clean drug test, but they don't care about your past, man. They don't judge you on that as far as the pipeline. So it worked out well for me. It's the highest paying job I can have with no professional background, no professional training, no schools, no nothing like that, no trade schools, and me being in my late 30s, picking up on a new career. It's the only job I could think of that paid over $100 grand a year, pretty much off the bat. So appreciate it, Tyler. All right, we're gonna finish strong with this one. Cody Barnes says, who else got here from a porn search? Cody, what are you searching? Porn on YouTube? I don't know. Maybe you were Google searching for porn and somehow pipeline got mixed in there. Make money, pipeline. I don't know. Maybe that is a porn video somewhere. I might check it out myself. It might be a little something different. I certainly hope it's not one of my old videos that pops up in the porn search, but glad you ended up here, Cody. Appreciate you checking it out. But anyway, appreciate y'all guys. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Ask me more questions if you want to. I will link the video that this is pulled from, my pipeline video. I'll link it down in the description. And anybody wanting to get, in the oil field, pipeline or oil field, one of my sponsors, my monthly sponsor, they pay me every month to mention their name a few times. I wouldn't do if I thought it was a shady company. I wouldn't do it. It's not enough money for me to be forced into lying to y'all. But oilfieldjobshop.com, that's also linked in the description. Check them out. Great people. They have the jobs. If you're wanting to work on the pipeline or in the oil field in the United States right now, they have the hot jobs that are out. So y'all be sure to check them out. Like I said, links in the description. Oilfieldjobshop.com. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook. Check out their website. And if you're ready to go to work, man, there's no excuse not to have a job, man. Absolutely no excuse not to have one of these high-paying oil field pipeline jobs right now. The economy's booming. Oil field's booming. I try to leave politics out of this stuff, but fucking Trump is rocking right now. Drill, baby, drill. So, God bless America. Love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. Help me get paid. So, appreciate y'all. Let me know if y'all want another video of me going. I've got 100 more questions I can go over. I'm just trying to keep it within reason because I do ramble on a lot. But y'all let me know if y'all want to see more. Thanks, guys. Bye.